Hi there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie, and this is my next installment in my Finish It February series where I try and work on some projects in progress and make some progress on them, ideally finishing them if possible, or if that's not going to happen, at least make some movement on them. So in the Calling Creatives conversation I had with Nikki from Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures, I talked about how I was going to do Finish February, and I shared a bunch of mini albums that had started but just needed photos. And everyone knows that photo printing has been an issue for me. So it actually has worked out really well. February is going to be a very busy month for me. I am traveling, so I don't have a ton of time, and so printing photos, you know, here and there and just adding them to projects seems to be a good fit. So I'm going to take it. Now this album had already been created. I had intended it to be an album to document my sisters. I have two sisters that are quite a bit younger than me. My oldest sister is 8 years younger and my younger sister is 11. And this is one of those kind of accordion flip out albums. And so I thought it would be fun to kind of do a mix and match of their photos. So when you first open it up, I have a picture of the two of them when they were very little. And I found a poem on the internet that says Three Sisters. And I thought that was really appropriate. Even though I'm not featured in this album, it is me putting this album together, so I am still part of it. So I really like that component of it. Now the album does flip out, so we're gonna see how this works on camera. But basically, when you first open it up, you're not gonna see a whole lot, but each one of these has a flap, and when you open that up, you'll see pictures of my one sister, and there is a second flap underneath here for some more. So that's four photos of my youngest sister, and then that repeats with 4 photos of my other one, and then we rotate, right? So we keep moving on as they get older. So these again flip up, and then this flips up again. And then we've got one more before we have to fold this over, and again it's the same deal. And these are mostly school photos. I actually have scanned photos of all of my parents' pictures, I think. Okay, and the last 2 pages are basically where they've hit graduation. And what I have done on this, I didn't have enough photos to do all 4, and I needed to do a little bit of journaling. So when you flip it up, I gave a little bit of information about them, you know, their name, birth date, nicknames, and a little bit of what I admire of them. And then underneath that, I have a couple of quotes or poems that I found on the internet again. And I discovered when I was putting this together that I glued this one on wrong. And so this one actually, the flap comes down versus up, but it still works, so we're not going to freak out about it. And then that is the other sisters, and that is my first album done. It feels great to have this in and finished, and this will now go back on my bookshelf and crossed off the list of projects to be done. I hope you're playing along with Finish It February. It's just a way to challenge yourself to, again, like I said earlier, make some progress on some projects. If you are playing along, I'd love to hear how you're making out. What project are you working on? Have you completed any projects? And until next time, happy crafting.